like, share and subscribe to Live for Love TV. Straight.
Hey guys, you ever hear about Live for Love TV? I want you to like, share and subscribe. Check it out, it's a bomb.
Welcome back to Live for Love TV. Today is the 22nd day inside the second month, inside the 21st century, inside the 22nd year. Now that really almost knocked me for six, but apparently I won't have to do that again, because that's once in a lifetime, once in everybody's lifetime, those sort of numbers come up. So thank God I won't have to do that again. Today I was thinking about law and order. Now in America, I don't know if it's still running, they had a TV program called Law and Order, which ran for many episodes and series for years. I don't know if it's still going, so don't quote me and say it's running right now, but listen to the wording, law and order. And what we're going to talk about today, and what this video is going to be named, is called law and disorder. Now obviously whenever you have law, it's meant to be there in order to bring order about. But many parts of the world, even Western countries, third world countries, all over the world, you have laws that actually bring disorder. We had it all through 400 or 500 years ago through the Caribbean and the Americas, when they talked about slavery. Those were lawful things, but they brought about nothing but disorder. It wasn't order they brought about, it was a version of disorder, and every time people uprose against it, they tried to reorder the place and it became disorderable. It just became ungovernable eventually. But currently around the world we still have law and disorder. And I think nowadays the reason we have law and disorder is because a lot of people don't understand why is the purpose of laws. I'll give you a quick example. You may have a simple law that says you're not allowed to do something in a car, or a certain thing that you do whilst driving is illegal. Now law and order would say, okay, the police stop somebody like that, they ticket them, and then they stop them from causing the disorder right there. But what happens in a lot of places is they take money in order to not be ticketed, and even if they are ticketed, they allow the person to go along their merry way. They don't stop the car and say, you don't go any further, this car's going on the back of a truck, or walk home, or whatever the case may be. They let the car go on to carry on the offence. And in many places people see that as quite natural, quite normal. They don't understand when you say to them, but this car should be stopped immediately, that person shouldn't be allowed to go any further. Especially, for instance, you've got a lot of black smoke coming out the back. You just don't ticket the person or take money from them, and then bam, the person can go on for as long as they want. So that's what I say about law and disorder. And I bring these things up because I like law. I've always liked law. Don't agree with a lot of laws, and to be honest with you, if a law is so bad, I would never even agree to go by that law. I circumvent it just like everybody does. I mean, as you saw in England during the pandemic, laws were set up that weren't there before, and the very people who set them up circumvented them, and did that quite happily with a glass of champagne, I may add. So sometimes we don't always go by laws, but so long as we know why we're keeping our own order, then maybe we can circumvent the law. But once we're circumventing laws and causing disorder, or the person who's supposed to be allowing us to keep the law, or is a law maker and a law upholder, once they start to take money, bribes or whatever, favors, then you have a disorderly situation, and the people know it. So you have a vicious circle where people say, so if you have enough money, you can get away with anything, even murder. So what do people do? They continue to murder to get money, and they murder to get money, and they murder to get money, because they know if they get to a certain point where they've got enough money, they can get away with anything. That's encouraged by having corruption, by having disorder. That's the reason why these gaps have to be closed to a point where hopefully no amount of money will get you out of certain unlawful situations. When that happens, people will not be encouraged to continue not just to do that, but to do other things to get money in order to get out of the crime. But when you have a situation where everyone has a price, every circumstance has a price, people are going to do whatever they have to get to that state. And all this playing about and, oh, this shouldn't be like this, and it's ridiculous, it's silly, gets you nowhere. It's very simple. You have law, and you use your law in an orderly way to retain order for your whole community. That's what you do, and then you're okay. When you're not prepared to do that, when you're prepared to, take bribes, as I keep saying, take money, and everybody accepts it's okay, then forget the order. You may have laws, but they're not going to be enforced. And when laws are not enforced, they're basically as good as not there. They're just paper laws. They're not real laws, and no one's afraid of them, and no one, goes by them. So this video is going to be called Law and Disorder. So take a think about it as usual. Get back to us, give some comments. Live for Love TV, here with you as ever.